Hello everybody, I'm Gary Cooley. Welcome to my studio. Today we're going to be building a mandrel to hold up sculpture. Most of the pieces, almost every piece on my website was made with this system, and I believe that it's the best system going. I believe that it is very strong, and which is very important. When you're working on a piece, you want it to be held up properly, and you don't want it flopping around on you. So what we've got here mounted to a piece of board is a flange, a 3/8 inch flange, and a 3/8 inch piece of pipe screwed in it. These can be in different lengths, and they can be different sizes. I have here like I said, this is 3/8, and this is a 3/8 adapter coming out the side of this. I'm going to move this in a little closer so you can see it. So anyway, I have this 3/8 inch adapter here being reduced down with a 3/8 to 1/8 inch reducer to go into this piece of foam. This slides over this, and I can lock this into place, take my tool and tighten it, and it's very, very rigid. So now that I can shape this foam for the clay, and actually what's inside of here isn't very big. It's this right here, this little piece with an L on it. So it isn't very big inside. So you can cut a lot of foam away before you ever get to this. So if you're making something small, you can cut a lot of this away. It just depends on the size of the piece that you're working on. I originally had this piece here, and I took this piece and I cut a slot in it, and then I took this, dropped it in, filled it with hot wax, and that's how we ended up with this right here. You can see the wax in here. So anyway, this has been the best system for me. It's also very nice because when you're working on a piece, at any given time you can take this off, turn it over, and work on the bottom, and it sure beats standing on your head. So that works really nice. Now again, like I said, it holds it the way you want it. It holds it steady. And this is this is 3/8 pipe. This is a 1/2 inch T, and this 1/2 inch slides right over the 3/8. And then I have these drilled and tapped with a 1/4-20 coarse thread. And I'm going to take you over now, and I'm going to show you the way I do these. So we'll go and drill one and tap it so that you can see how it's done. Okay, here we are at the workbench. I've got this T in the vise, clamped in. I just drilled 2 holes in it. So I've got those drilled, one here. Then I'll take this 1/4-20 tap and just start screwing it in. This can also be done with a little crescent wrench. It's not that hard to do. You can buy these little drill and tap sets at it's a 13/64 drill with a 1/4-20 tap, and you can buy them at Home Depot or Lowe's, any of those places. And then you can drill and tap that. So now then, you've got this drilled and tapped. All we have to do now is put the bolts in it. So that's basically all there is to it. Okay, here we are back at the workbench. This is the T that we just drilled and tapped. Here's the bolts in it. Like I said, over like this and onto the piece. Now then, the nice thing about this particular foam, this is actually a boat dock foam. They used to hold up boat docks. But this particular foam, I really like it because You can take it, you can take a knife, cuts real easy. You can shape it any way you want. You could basically just about make the whole piece exactly how you want it. Then you can take this, you can take sandpaper, you can sand it, make it very, very smooth. So you can shape this foam to just about any shape that you want. And then just start building your clay on it. And then you can take pieces of aluminum wire. You can use this as, per se, a body of a person and trim it down the way you want it. You run a piece of aluminum in, have your clay mounted on it, have a piece of aluminum for an arm, aluminum for the other arm, aluminum for a leg. That way you can move the legs and adjust them however you want. But this particular mandrel is so strong that you don't have to worry about this thing ever bouncing around or moving on you. And that becomes a big deal when you're trying to get it, if you're going to take it to an art foundry. You don't want it moving on you. You want it to be staying in one place. And then I've got over here this wax that I showed you. You can see the wax in here, the hot wax, that I hot waxed this in here. Well, all it is in this old crock pot. I use that and heat it up, and then I just fill it up, let it cool overnight. Then I can start working with it. So I will also have a list on my website of where you can buy the wax, where you can buy the clay, all these products. All the piping and everything comes from, like I said, Home Depot, Lowe's, Ace Hardware. Just any of those places will have that. Now I'm going to grab a foam that I'm working on, and so you can see a little bigger one, and I'll tell you what the reason is for having the pipe in the side of this one. So I'll just grab it right now. Okay, and I just went and grabbed this piece of foam. Are you following me here, camera guy? What am I saying? I'm the camera guy. I don't have this, a low budget, so. I have this piece here. It's going to be a foam. I'm going to start shaping this foam, and it's actually going to be a warthog looking uphill. And I want to show you, I've got a stick right in there, just a dowel piece of wood, and then I can adjust this head whatever angle I want it. I can start cutting away at this foam, shape it the way I want it. But I could probably build this piece just sitting on a board with these front legs down here and probably do the whole piece. But when it goes time to try and get it to the foundry without dinging it up, you don't want to get it dinged up. So here again we have this same mandrel. The only reason that I've got this supported with this mandrel inside this piece is securing it tightly. I can also lift it up. I can work on the bottom. I can do all those things, but when I transport it, I'll be able to just drive down the road because it won't be able to tip over. It'll stay exactly where I want it. So that's the glory in one of these types of mandrels. You don't have to worry about them. Now then, you can buy all these parts. Like I said, I'll have a list on my website, GaryCooley.com, that you can go to and get all the pieces, sizes, and then you can decide how small you want to go with the end product going in. This is 3/8 all the way into the piece. I just wanted a little more support, so a bigger piece. Anyway, I will have the one I showed you earlier with the flange, the pipe, all the piping, the wooden base, drilled, tapped, all ready to go with a piece of foam, that piece of foam on the end of it, so you could actually start a piece. All you have to do is order the piece. I'll have them for $99.95, the complete setup plus shipping. You can then take that when you get it home, just start building your clay on it and start building a sculpture, and it'll hold it up. It'll do everything you want it to do, and all those pieces, like I said, will be on my website. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing this. Good luck. Let's do some sculpting together. Thank you.